Hello everybody, welcome to another exciting After Effects tutorial. This is Buddy Blackford. We're working with CS6 and this is for the new Boston. And this time we're going to be talking a little bit about editing keyframes. And I'll give you some tips and pointers and things to look out for. Well, the first thing I want to remind everybody that the keyframes are down here. You know which keyframe you have selected. You can select it with the selection tool. It'll be yellow. If you click in the area, the gray area, and drag and create it like a box, you can select multiple and click, drag, and then hold shift to click opposite ones. And that way when you click on them, you can skip ones in the middle. So if you click on this keyframe and then click on this keyframe, you don't have to have the middle one selected, and then you can do something like move these. See? Alright. Another technique that I like, select all the keyframes, and if you grab the last one and hold shift, excuse me, it's not shift, it is alt. Sorry, it is alt. It will drag out the keyframes and keep the spacing in between them. That's really handy when you think you got like good spacing, but it's a little too slow. Go like move it in, and it'll speed it up. To preview your keyframe, or to preview your animation, you can hit spacebar. And you can tell if it's in real time by looking up here in the info panel. It'll say real time. Sometimes your animation will be a little effect intensive or something like that, and it won't render in real time. So if that ever happens, then you go over here to the preview section here, and then you click on this RAM preview button, and then that will it will render out a section and then preview it in real time for you. And the amount that you can render out and preview depends on how much RAM you have. So the more RAM, the more you can render on there. More you can see your animation. Sometimes it'll stop in the middle and keep rendering. So you get my point. Another quick tip here is using this workspace tool right here, or the workspace slider right here. If you drag it, you can extend where you'll be previewing to. So maybe I only want to render these two keyframes right here. So click on the RAM preview button again. Now it's only gonna render to that area. It's good if you don't want to wait forever to see the whole animation. Maybe you just want to see a little bit of it. So click on that RAM preview again to stop it. Now you can move this here and move it out a little. I like to always leave a little bit at the end, because you can see your animation smoothly without it snapping back real quick. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let me drag these keyframes out a little bit, and then I'll put this right here at the end. Let's RAM preview it. You can see how you can't really see the end very well, and it snaps back, so sometimes you can't get a good feel for your animation, especially when it's fast. Something to watch out for when you're editing keyframes. Now, if you remember, I told you that you could edit the points. So sometimes you may select a point here and go to edit it, but you realize, oh crap, it added another point, and you didn't want that. When you scrub on the sliders here in the position panel, in the position twirl down menu, it's going to put a keyframe where you have your current time indicator. So you see that I have my current time indicator right here. So it made a keyframe there. Now to delete a keyframe, just click on it and hit delete on your keyboard. And use your shift button to snap. There you go. And now you can move that keyframe. You don't even have to have it selected.